Alright, so the other night you reminded me how you don't like to read. So instead of paying that hooker extra to read a 3-page text to you, I'm making a video. When choosing an acoustic guitar, it's different than choosing an electric guitar, where I'm not afraid to order electric guitar online. That's because most of them are very consistent in size and feel. And as long as you're choosing a good company, you can count on what you're gonna get. Acoustic guitars are way different. They vary so much in size and feel that the best thing to do is really to try one out for yourself. That being said, there is a Guitar Center in Louisville, and I've looked at their inventory and they have a lot of good choices. And the best thing to do is to go in there, try out a bunch of the different guitars in your price range, because you'll find one that feels good. What you're looking for is something easy to play, where the strings aren't too high off the fretboard. It feels good as you hold it. The brands I saw in this Guitar Center to look for, the ones I would go to first, is Yamaha. They're known for getting the most bang for your buck. They make quality guitars, but they don't have name brand prices. Another one I saw online was Washburn. Check those out. Those are pretty good. But if you're looking around and you see one that just looks cool, that you really like, pick it up and play it. And you might find that one that just hits the sweet spot. Check it out. I moved all my studio stuff into the master bedroom. It's way cooler. Jeff brought over a keyboard. Yeah. Hey, you recognize this? Alright, if you're going to the music store, like I say you should, there's things you need to do. First off, don't wear a belt. Belts will scratch and ding the back of acoustic guitars, and it's fine to do it to your own, but don't do it to someone else's. Don't be that guy. Number 2, take your woman. Make sure she's cute that day. Guitar nerds in a store rarely see a real woman come in. Take her, have her smile, maybe get a discount. Number 3, play an expensive guitar first. So go in there, look for one that's at least $1,000, and if you find one $2,000, get that one first. Play it, feel what a quality guitar feels like. See how that is, see how easy it is to play. Then when you go back to your price range, then start seeing which ones compare favorably to that expensive guitar. And speaking of price range, if you can be in the $350 to $400 range, you're gonna find some really good stuff. And if you can spend it, spend it. Number 4, don't ask the salesman, which is a good guitar? Is this a good guitar? He's gonna go, oh yeah, that's a good guitar. All they want to do is sell you a guitar, and this is Guitar Center. Those guys may know dick, maybe they don't, about guitars. They're just dudes who needed a job. So don't ask the salesman. But if you see another guy in there, he's playing guitar, it looks like he's a guitar playing kind of guy, ask him. Say, hey, I'm thinking about buying this guitar. What do you think of it? He'll be glad. If he's a real guitar guy, he'll be glad to play it and go, yeah, it's pretty good, or kind of sucks. Okay, number 5. If you find one you want, and you're going to buy it, ask them to change the strings. Most guitars, acoustic, come with 12 gauge strings on them. You'll figure this out later. But they're kind of thick strings, and they'll be kind of hard to push when you're a beginner. Now they can change these strings to a lighter, easier to push string, and you'll have a lot more fun learning. So ask them to change strings. Tell them you want 10 gauge. 10 gauge strings. Can you change these strings to 10 gauge? And I'll buy the guitar, and I'm sure they'll do it for you. It'd take them 5 minutes. Won't take long. Do that. Number 6, don't forget picks. You're gonna need them, and get a bunch. Get 10, because you're gonna lose them. They're gonna fall under the couch. The dog's gonna eat them. Get a few light picks, and then get a few mediums. Most people like to start with light when you learn, but you quickly want to move up to medium after you get a little ways. All right, surprise! Special guest, singer of Pull By Jaguars, Jeff Randall, stopped by to get in on the action. So here we are. What kind of tips do you have for Milkman buying an acoustic guitar?
If you're going to play guitar, play the guitar, but don't try to sing while you're playing the guitar.
Yeah, no.
Because then they'll try to talk you into buying a microphone, vocal microphone while you're there.
Good one. Good tip. Okay, so what even play to try out a guitar? So I got a chord for you. I'll try to figure out how to get the actual chord form in here, but it's first finger in the first fret, third string from the bottom. If you can see it, that'll help. Second finger up here on the second string from the top in the second fret. Third finger right below that. Play that. And if it sounds like that, you're on to something. Alright, so that's it. If you're going to the guitar store, do all that, find one. If you're not, and you don't go through all that trouble, and you just want to order one online, and you're asking for recommendations of which ones you can safely bet on, first off, it's this place. It's Sweetwater Sound and Music. It's in Fort Wayne, Indiana. You can probably get your guitar next day. These guys do a 55-point inspection on every electric guitar that they send out. I'm sure they do an inspection on the acoustics also. I did buy one from them. It was fine. So they check them out. You're not going to get a lemon from them. And if you're going to go look, and they're huge, they have a huge inventory. Once again, I would say look at Yamaha first. You'll get the best guitar for the price. Then Fender is good quality. Washburn's a decent one to look at. It's made in America. I heard you mention Gibson. Gibson's had quality control issues on their electrics recently, so I wouldn't advise buying a Gibson unless you get to play it first. Other than that, I'll put a couple of links in the description to guitars that are specifically at this online store that I think is something you should be interested in. Your price point, like I said, $300 to $400, you got to get something really good. If you don't want to spend that much, you might get something good. So that's it. When you get one, send me pics of the guitar, you degenerate. Later.